All right, boys and girls, maybe you watched the Brain Pop. All right, I posted that for you. And I think it would be great if you could go back to the Brain Pop site, maybe watch the video again and then try the quizzes. Okay. Our question for today is, how can you use measurements to relate centimeters and meters? Well, the way that centimeters and meters are related is that they're both the metric system. And we're going to learn that if you compare them, you're going to learn that a centimeter is smaller than a meter, all right? And that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. So if I have 100 centimeters, I have 1 meter. If I have 200 centimeters, I have 2 meters. 300 centimeters, 3 meters, and so on. 400 centimeters, 4 meters, okay? Why is that important to remember? Well, we don't use the metric system in our day-to-day life, so it's not something that you're going to use all of the time. My hope is that someday we convert to the metric system and we just use it all of the time. But until we do, it's just good information to have, all right? Because there will be a time in your life when hopefully you will be using this more often, all right? And it's pretty easy to remember. 100 centimeters, 1 meter. That's what's nice about the metric system. Okay, so we're going to move forward a little bit, okay, and come to a sample question where you actually can already see the answer, but that's okay. You can use different units of length to measure the same object. So let's say you measure a basketball hoop and it's 3 meters tall. Right, that would be about 300 centimeters, because remember we said 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. There's your little helpful hint there. Okay, so I don't know why. If we were going to measure a door, all right, let's say our door was 4 meters tall. How many centimeters would that be? 400 centimeters. So you see, it's pretty easy to remember. It's just like place value. If our chair was 2 meters tall, that will be 200 centimeters. All right? If we measured our filing cabinet, let's say it was 200 centimeters wide, that would be 2 meters. If it was 100 centimeters wide, that would be 1 meter. All right. Which unit of measure gives you a more exact measurement? So let's say you were measuring the length of, a golf club. Do you think a meter would be more exact, or would centimeters be more exact? Think about it for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to say that a centimeter measurement would be more exact than a meter, because you can measure and say, well, 124 centimeters for a golf club. Let's say you're measuring a bike. If you measure it in meters, what are you going to say? It's 1.5 meters long. But if you measure it in centimeters, you could give the exact measurement. You could say it's 224 centimeters long. Okay. Now, there are times when you're going to need an exact measurement. If you're measuring because you're going to put a carpet in your room, you need an exact measurement because you don't want the carpet to be too big or too small. Okay? So, if you want, you can go around the room and you can find some things that are a meter or bigger and tell how many meters, and then tell how many centimeters. Okay? So, seesaw. Never liked seesaws. I never liked seesaws because every once in a while, whoever was on the other side would leave me stuck at the top, or they would let me bang on the ground when we went down. So you have to really be on a seesaw with somebody that you trust, who won't leave you at the top just to tease you. So yeah, if you measure this seesaw, all right, if it's 3 meters long, how many centimeters? If you said 300, you're correct. I think you guys are getting the hang of this. Okay. It's not that hard to do. It's just that we don't use it that often. Okay. Maybe someday. All right. Problem solving. Challenge question. Kate, whoop. Now we just skip forward. But let's go back and talk about it. Kate's garden is 9 meters long. Stella's garden is 954 centimeters long. Whose garden is longer? So here's some good thinking math. How many centimeter? Oh, wait, go back. Underline what you know. Circle what you need to know. We know that Kate's garden is 9 meters long. Stella's is 954. We need to know whose garden is longer. So, if Kate's garden is 9 meters long, how many centimeters would that be? That would be 900 centimeters. So what is longer, 900 or 954? Well, if you said 954, you're correct, which means that whose garden is longer? Stella's garden is longer. Okay, let's try another one. Brianna's bedroom is 6 meters wide. Oliver's bedroom is 596 centimeters wide. Whose bedroom is wider? Well, we know that Brianna's bedroom is 6 meters wide, which is 600 centimeters. So whose is wider? Brianna's, because 600 is wider than 596. So some good thinking problems there for you. And we'll do one more. Gianna jumped 1 meter. Parker jumped 75 centimeters. How many centimeters longer did Gianna jump than Parker? Well, how many centimeters is 1 meter? It's 100 centimeters. So we have to subtract because they're asking which one is longer. So we have to find the difference. 100 minus 75 is 25. Okay. All right, now, here's a brain builder for you, and I'm not going to do it because maybe you want to try it. I don't want to give away the answer. And your assignment for today for math is the homework page. All right, boys and girls, I think you'll do great with it. And like I said, go back and work on the brain pop. I think that'll be a lot of fun.